Doing is we are pulling a Malossi head out of this Super 9, and we're going to install this Airsal head right here, as you can see in front of me. We're going to install it in this air-cooled Kymco Super 9. If you've seen any of the other videos, this air-cooled Super 9, we installed a tachometer from an 05. And the reason why we're going with this Airsal head is because we installed a Malossi head. And the Malossi head runs real hard. Its top RPMs is 8,000, I think, or 9. I think it's 9. And it just doesn't have the power of the Airsal. So what we're going to do is pull the Malossi head out, and we're going to install it in the People 50. But that won't be seen on this video, but that's where the head's going to go, is in that scooter over there. And there'll be still use the stock carburetor, hopefully with a little bit of jetting to the carb. But we're hoping that we can get a little bit more RPMs and a little bit more power out of the Airsal head than we had with the Malossi head. Most people, when they do this, they pull the whole body off right here. And to get that off, they pull this little tab out here, they pull this off, and they pull the whole thing apart. I don't think we're going to do that, but we might end up doing it depending on if we can get the camera in there or not. A little bit more about this scooter. We're running the A. Ritchie 21 carb. We have the manual choke. We have a Malossi variator, Malossi torque drive. We're running the stock belt. We have the modified air filter. We have a ported manifold in there. And we, of course, are running the pipe. The pipe here. And all of this is going to come off. So let's talk a little bit about the head now. This is the piston. And as you can see, there's a cutaway in the piston here. That goes opposite of the exhaust. So this part here will face towards the exhaust down. And there's also an arrow on the top of the piston that faces towards the exhaust. And also another tell is that there's no cutaway right here, and that will tell you that it goes to the exhaust. Now if you look at the piston, you come around here, and if you look very closely, you can see a little pin there. That's where the piston ring joins together. You need to be absolutely sure that that piston ring connects there, because if not, and it's over like this, then you're going to get a hump. It's not going to go in. You're going to have to try to force it in, and it won't go, and you're going to damage your head. A couple other things. Exhaust ring here. That's for the exhaust. That goes inside here. We're not going to use it. We have other types of exhaust gaskets. Base gasket. These are the stubs that go in right here to install the exhaust. The head seal, wrist pin, and we have the stock head out because we are going to use the heat sink off the top there for this install. Let's start over here on the side. We're going to remove the pipe. There's 2 bolts right here to take it off, but we'll most likely have to take these 2 off because we can't get access to this. And where it attaches to the head, there's 2 bolts up in there that we're going to take off. And after we get that, then we'll remove all the fan shrouds, and then we'll get at the head. But for now, we're going to start with the pipe. Alright, we've taken the 2 bolts out of the exhaust. And keep all my stuff sorted correctly, I have this magnetic tray. Now we're going to take off these 2 bolts that hold the exhaust as well. Goes on the bottom, so let's remember that. Before we take this out, let's kill it. Since we've had the pipe on here once, we have the spacers correct. So we're going to keep these lined up. That one goes there. This one goes here. And that one goes there. So we're going to try to keep this in one piece so we have the spacers stay the same. Next we're going to do is remove the fan shroud here, and the next part we'll show you is removing the top of the fan cover. The fan shroud, I mean. This one in here has a little wire holder, so you got to be aware of that when you're taking it off. Quick and easy.